Hi, Misha here. And right around New Year's, we brought you this rifle. This is the Arsenal SA RPK-5. And I really picked this up just to kind of have something different to shoot. And I have this thing about RPK type guns, and I'd always wanted one of these for years, ever since 2003. Went in and picked one up, and it came with the wood, but I wanted to put the modern polymer furniture from the Bulgarian LMG on here. So I did that. This one's chambered for 223. It feeds from the standard Arsenal mags. Has the standard 23-inch heavy RPK barrel, bipod, windage sight, milled receiver, clubfoot stock. This was not really one I was planning on keeping, but when we shot it around New Year, it was really fun, so I never got around to selling it. However, this summer, we have a couple of projects we'd like to take care of, so I've been kind of considering guns to move along that I wouldn't miss. I'm not one of those people that says, oh, I never sell guns. For one thing, it's my job, but even then, you can't keep everything, and, sometimes after just having something a few months and shooting it a few times, you still like it, but you've kind of satisfied your curiosity, and time to move on. And I consider this might be one to move along. For one thing, it is in 223. And for another, I do have several RPKs. So, kind of taking these out for exit interviews, and you'll probably see other videos like this as the summer rolls on. I decided to throw this in along with a couple others and shoot them another time and see, is it, good, but something I can live without, or something I'd rather keep and find something else to move along. So with that in mind, let's cut over to the range and how it shot. SA RPK. Look at how little these sprinkles. SA RPK.
Trigger's pretty good. I'm gonna see if it'll bump. It will.
SA RPK. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it was just as fun and reliable as we both remembered. And so, I don't think it'll be going on the sale list. If anything, I think Jay might have convinced himself to kind of look to get one of his own. The milled receiver, of course, adds weight, but on an RPK, that's not a bad thing. It has obviously no recoil because of the weight and being 223. As Jay pointed out, the trigger is quite nice. It's your very classic double hook milled Bulgarian. Has an ergonomic pistol grip, has this clubfoot stock that has a very interesting texture to it. Pretty typical RPK handguards. As I pointed out in our first video, the barrel's a little different on this. This isn't really an exact RPK clone. Bulgaria has often did their own thing. If you notice, the barrel doesn't have much taper to it. Also, it doesn't have a cleaning rod under it, or even places to put one. Rather, the cleaning rod's actually stowed in sections inside the bipod, and the bipod itself is a little bit shorter. It's more of a PKM style, meaning it's kind of hinged and clamped onto the barrel, so it's actually a removable bipod. And of course, it just is threaded 14 by 1 standard AK, and I've got just an Arsenal break on it. Yeah, a very smooth and reliable gun. So I think another RPK might have to go instead of this one. This is a unique gun too because I only have a couple of AKs in 223. And I really like small caliber AKs. 5.45 of course is still kind of preferred, but you know, I think we'll always be able to get that round, but I'm not sure of the cost, and I think in the future, years to come, maybe even decades to come, it might be a good thing to have alternatives in 223 to shoot, because that might be a significantly cheaper cartridge to take to the range. So if I hang on to this, I also have a 106 CR that kind of gives a carbine, and then of course I have my beloved Polish Archer, which I'll never sell, and I'm sure Jay will never sell his. So, yeah, I don't know if you could say this one passed or failed its exit interview, but it'll be getting the dust wiped off. It was very dusty at the range. And probably going back in the safe, and I have to kind of take a hard look at my other RPKs and kind of maybe decide if one of those can go instead. But anyway, it was an excuse, a fun one, to shoot a gun we both enjoy, and one you don't see much on YouTube, so figured you guys might like a short little video about it. The Arsenal SA RPK-5. Well, if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you could, like, share, and subscribe. And also check out the link to our Patreon page. It's the mag pouch I use, just a typical Bulgarian. Holds these 30 rounds real well. This is Misha, and Jay and I will catch you very soon next time.